Setting up the shield. Ouch time. Fire! Jaja, using the boomer.
What? He said don't have a boomer.
Here, take this one. Jaja! Jump, Jaja! Jump! Oh, giving up, General Jaja. Lisa, think of something.
Hands up.
Might give up. Might give up. What's they doing?
The control ship has been destroyed. Look!
They are broken.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be customizing Jar Jar. We're going to be making a General Tarpal. So here's the kit. By the way, I broke his ear getting him out of the box anyway, but that doesn't matter. And also alongside that I'm going to be making 2 Gungan warriors like this guy, but not on video. I mean, I'm just going to be doing that just to get him out of the way because I need some more like that. So let's have a look what we got. This is from CB Prints 3D on Etsy. Again, for the 3rd time this year. I'm not really finding a lot to, I can't really find many figures to do this year so far, so anyway, this is one I've been wanting to do for a while. I was actually going to try and do it myself without the kit, so luckily CB Prints brought out a kit for it, so it makes my life a bit easier. So obviously there's the body armour and the head. That's really nice. Okay, then we've got the belt bit. I mean, well, the belt and the whatever that is, skirt bit or whatever it's called. Then we've got the forearm. I can't remember what these are called either, really, but anyway, for the arms, lower arms. Alright, so what we're going to do then, I'm going to get these all primed up, maybe give them a little sand, maybe just a little bit of a sand around the edges and stuff, just to get any snots off. Looks pretty good, most of it though, to be honest. I hope that ear, what I broke off, will go on there then, will it? I guess it will. Huh. Anyway, we're going to get these sprayed up and I'll be back. Okay, so I've primed them bits up there just drying, so while we're waiting, may as well spoil and pop. So I think it's just the torso bit I've got to take off and his head, and that'll probably be it. Because there's not much, I don't need to really spray prime this guy, because I'm just going to touch them orange bits up with bits of yellow and stuff, because I think it's pretty much yellow. So I'm following the vintage collection figure, well, roughly. Anyway, I'm going to give that about a minute and I'll be back. Okay, that's been a little bit over a minute probably, but it'll be okay. Let's get him out. Just dry him off a bit. That came off nice and easy. I'm going to get that ball joint off though. That ball. Oh, that's it. And then his waist. Nice and easy. And I'm doing that just to take these bits out, and obviously I'll leave him detached until I get everything painted and the belt bit put back on, and then I'll pop him back together. Yeah, so that's that. So that all this we don't need. Well, actually I need his ear. That was a coincidence that just broke off when I pulled him out of the box, because it looks like I'm going to have to cut the ears off anyway to go on the other head. Anyway, I'll be back as soon as I get ready and get all the paints ready and all that. Okay, these are all primed and dry now. His head. You've got the glasses on. Yeah, so okay, he's all done now. All nice and dry. And that bit there. And that there. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to paint his arms yellow and his, we don't need that, or that, or that. And these bits are kind of off yellow. And his head, we'll start off with doing that, and his feet. And I'll probably do the same with these ones, but obviously it doesn't matter about them because we've already seen them being done. Okay, I'm going to go off and do that. Okay, for his skin I'm going to put a bit of yellow in first. Obviously that's way too bright. And mix it with a bit of white to dull it down a bit. And then I'm going to add a bit of this Valero Desert Yellow. Okay, let's give that a mix first though. Might have to put a bit more white in that in a minute, but I'm going to put some yellow in first. I mean some desert sand in first. Desert sand? Desert yellow in first. Yeah, it's definitely going to need more white. No, it doesn't look too bad. Give it a bit of water, because it's quite thick, that magic paint. I'm thinking maybe a little bit more white in that. I don't ever gauge my paints and stuff. I really should, shouldn't I? So if I ever need more of it, I can sort of go straight back to it when I know how to mix it, but I always do it by eye. Doesn't look too bad. I think I'll leave it as that and give his face a quick paint, just a quick going over it. It is all yellow. I've got a picture of Captain Tarpal from Jedi Business, so I'm following that. Like I said, it's nice and wet. Oh, his ears, by the way, they actually pop out. They're in sockets, and there's a socket for these ones as well, so that should work out quite well. Lucky when I pulled the figure out and the ear broke, it broke from that socket bit, so. I'll probably end up giving this a few coats. Put that to the side. Can always go over it again if I feel like I need to. And then his arms, the same thing. Maybe I should have popped his arms off, but it's too late now. Yeah, definitely stippling on's a little bit better. Like I do want a little bit of orange just shining through, maybe, you know, just to make it look a little bit different. Anyway, I'm going to leave that to dry, and I can always go over it again. His forearm's going to be covered anyway. I'm going to leave that as, oh, I've got to do his neck. I'm going to leave that. What have you got laid over there? But yeah, what a mess. What's his feet look like? So they're okay. He's got like some kind of leather strap around the bottom of his foot, so I don't really need to do that bit because I'm going to paint that brown. Just these. This is actual foot. Okay, that's done. I'm going to leave that to dry a little bit, and I'm going to, while I'm doing that off camera, I'm going to be touching these guys up with a bit of yellow as well. Okay, I'm going to leave these. I've left these to dry for a bit. Now we're going to go over these pits. So I'm going to give them a coat of dark brown over the whole lot, and then detail it later with the, I'm not sure, with a lighter brown maybe or something like that. I have to look into it. So I'm going to give them a brown off camera and I'll be back. Okay, all this is dry now, all the brown stuff I just painted. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, I wonder where that was then. So I've got this Magic Fly dark green. Simple. I'm going to put a bit of water in it. And yeah, so it's just this bottom bit from say there to there. Okay, I'm going to sit down to do this. I'm going to leave that till I give it another coat in a minute. And his mask. Let's make it a lot easier. Don't know why I didn't do that in the first place. That's better. I'm not going to. I'm recording this, but I'm going to dub some of this out just because it's sort of boring, isn't it? I hope I'm supposed to paint that bit. Okay, anyway, that's it. So I've just got to touch up a bit over there while I've got a bit on the yellow. That's no problem because when I put the ears on, I'm probably going to have to paint them on, put a bit of paint in it, sort of thing. Anyway, so okay, that's that and that done. What's next? So okay, so now I'm going to do the rim of this in I think it's like a bronzy kind of colour. So I know the rim of the green bit's gold, and it's like bronze around here, just around all these like rim bits, and his belt looks like it's maybe a bit of gold with a kind of bronze wash over it or something like that. Anyway, I'm going to go paint these bits in. Right, I've done that first bit. Okay, I'm going to leave that to dry and then I'll do the rest later because otherwise I'm going to get my fingers all over it otherwise. Okay, while I'm waiting for that rust to dry, I'll just give that a second coat. And the same with the mask as well, around his head, around his eyes and all that. Just giving that a second coat. I have to touch it up still with yellow. Well, I've slipped, but it doesn't matter about that. So I'm just going to wait now let everything dry properly about an hour or two, and then I'll come back to it and finish. I just finished around that top bit around there, the brass, and the same with this bit. I've got brass all of that around there, and the gold around that bit there, around the green. And I'll be back. So it's going to be a while. Okay, this green is dry now, and I've just finished off doing this bit, the top bit of that, and I've done that in rust as well, but I'm going to go over it in gold as well. What else? Oh yeah, and I've done these arm bits as well, just a little bit around the edges. Yeah, this whole bit's sort of bronze, this last bit here I think, so I'm going to give this a coat. That'll do for now. I'll let that dry and then I'll do the gold around this bit here. Okay, that's all dry now. So I've just got this gold pen to go around and do this edge here in gold. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do his arms. I'm going to put a bit of purple along his arms like I see in the picture I've got. Let me just bring it up there so it's very light, so I'll dip that in. I'm going to get a rag and kind of wipe pretty much all of it off. Not all of it though. It might be too much, and then just down his arm and around like that. Just to give it a hint of purple, because that's what he's got on his arm. It's basically, I think they look like tattoos, but I think that's just like their kind of skin thing, isn't it, I think. Just like that, and I'll leave it as that. Do the same on the arm. I've got to do a bit up the neck and on his face as well. His face is more like a flat wash though. Okay, and his face, I'm going to use this watery stuff just to go over his face. I'm going to have to redo the green again probably, but yeah, okay. So just from like the top of his nose sort of thing. It's like just a purple weathering almost. That's all I'm doing. And I'm going to leave that to dry. I'll probably go over it again anyway. I'm going to leave it like that. Same on this one. Okay, I'm going to leave that like that. Okay, so everything is patched up now, sort of thing. I've gone over everything. All I've got to do is the eyes next. And that will be it, I think. I've just got to put it all together. So I'm going to go do that now. Okay, that's the eyes done. That's everything done really now. I've just got to stick his ears on, put everything back together, and it's all finished. Like that for a minute. Okay, let's get him out. I've got to get the hands off as well, I think. Sounds back on. Take the head off for a minute. This one I should be able to slide over. Just about. There you go. Okay, last bit, just got to stick his ears on his head and then put his head on, and that'll be the job done. So I'll do that now off camera. Okay, here he is, Captain Tarpal, or General Tarpal, whatever one you want to call him. All finished. A nice easy custom really. Bit annoying trying to do 3 at once though, because I was trying to do 2 of these Gungan warriors as well at the same time, which is a bit much really. I'd rather, you know, there's a lack of space and stuff. But anyway, I think he's turned out alright. Anyway guys, that's it really. Latest.